Colts Nation, if helmets or helmet accessories interest you, make sure to go to greengridiron.com and use code INDSYN at checkout to get the discount code with it. Whether it's mini helmets, full-size helmets, visors, clips, whatever it may be, different face masks, different variations of helmets, alternate helmets, whatever the case, you can get it at Green Gridiron. And again, that's code INDSYN at checkout for the discount. Thanks for stopping by for another video, and now let's get into it. What's going on, Colts Nation? Appreciate you joining me for another video. Where in this one, we're going to talk a little bit about something that I didn't expect to really need to be talking about at this point. I guess I probably should have, but we are going to be talking about kickers. And in this one, if you enjoy the content, again, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe with notifications on. But as we get into this one comes up because Matt Gay, of course, up and down through last year, and of course during the beginning of the year it was tough. I think he got better as the year went on. He made some kicks that I thought, I know for a fact, surprise Colts Nation, right? We were doing the live streams every week, and I know for a fact that it was surprising to a lot of us that he was hitting some of the kicks there toward the end of the year. But nonetheless, Matt Gay had a tough year, and who knows if he's going to bounce back, right? The injury issues, the hip issues, like is he going to continue to have those issues, right? Like you gotta, if you've never tried to kick a football, like field goal kick or kickoff or anything like that, like the rotation that they have to do with their leg, with their hips, rolling their hips and rolling their body, and the way they have to move their leg, like it, time after time after time. Like a lot of these guys can go to 40, 45 years old, but of course, not everybody's built the same, man. Not everybody's built the same. And in Matt Gay's case, it just worries me. Like, is he going to continue to, being as young as he is and having hip issues is crazy. It's crazy. So is this something that's going to continue to happen? Now, you also have where Matt Gay's contract, if you wanted to move on from Matt Gay, it would be difficult, okay, because he's owed a little over, and this is information coming from Zach Hicks, who's with Locked On Colts, I believe, and he said Matt Gay is owed a little over $13 million the next 2 seasons. If cut, the team saves roughly half of that in cap, while the rest becomes dead cap. So that wouldn't be terrible, to be completely honest with you. I know he says, it's a tough contract to cut, but thinks it's possible that Shrader shows he can actually make 50-plus yarders. And at the end of the day, man, if you can save money somewhere, save money somewhere. And make the team better around your quarterback, I think that would be a good move. I think that would be a safe move. And the reason that I think this is a conversation, I didn't plan on having this conversation, but it was once I saw that not only did we sign Spencer Shrader, right, who spent time with the Colts last year, of course, and then spent times with the Jets and Chiefs, I think. But nonetheless, Spencer Shrader gets signed to not just a 1-year deal, not just a hey, let's come in and have you be a camp body deal. We signed Spencer Shrader to a 2-year deal. Okay, a 2-year deal. While Matt Gay has 2 years left, Spencer Shrader got signed to a 2-year deal. Now, this comes on the heels of what Ballard's talking about, competition. We went and got competition for the wide receivers, and the way Alec Pierce showed up this past season, I think Chris Ballard saw that and said, okay, I need to do that for the rest of my team. And it's a learning thing. He's figuring it out. He just figured out, like, hey, I got to have competition for my team. And I think bringing in another kicker is going to be good for either one of them. And I think Spencer Shrader could easily win the job. I honestly think Spencer Shrader could win the job. I don't think that's that far-fetched. I think it's actually probably more likely than anything that he could win that job. The only reason you keep Matt Gay is for the dead money, and the money, like if you cut a kicker after you at one point made him the highest paid kicker in NFL history, like it's going to be a tough look. But are you going to let Matt Gay cost you games when you have a team that has fallen just short of the playoffs multiple years in a row? Are you going to let your kicker be the reason you don't get there? So I think at the end of the day, you hold that L and you let things play out the way they must. Now, there's a tweet here from James Boyd. Looking at his corrections. Okay, yeah, I see what he did here. So he said, obviously he had missed the signing at an earlier time, but talking about Spencer Shrader, James Boyd said he signed with Indy as an undrafted free agent last year and played for the Colts, Jets, and Chiefs. So I was correct. He joins veteran Matt Gay as a second kicker on the roster. Now, in his stops, being with the Colts, Jets, and Chiefs, in his stops, he was 5 for 5 on field goals, 9 for 9 on extra points. If you spread that out to a projected 17-game season for Spencer Shrader, it would have been 21 for 21 on field goals, 38 for 38 on extra points. Now, how likely is that he continues to be 100% right? You add in a 58-yarder and a 54-yarder in the win, different things could happen. But nonetheless, Spencer Shrader looked great for us last year. I was so puzzled when we let him go. And I understood you're trying to build the roster a certain way. You want certain guys here on the practice squad and for certain depth. But with the way Matt Gay was looking early last year and then the injury stuff starts coming out, it's like I just couldn't understand why we didn't keep Spencer Shrader around. Thought it would have been good for everybody. And this time, 2-year deal for Spencer Shrader to be back with the Colts. Matt Gay's days could be numbered here for the Colts. Especially, hey, you got Charvarius Ward coming in, brother. You don't want to give up the number 7. Man, we might just help our guy out real quick, get you out of here, have a better kicker, a younger kicker, a cheaper kicker. You get extra money to throw elsewhere and be able to do that, right? The money that you save from getting rid of Matt Gay, presumably going towards rookies. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, no news about, hey, the Colts might actually get rid of Matt Gay. There hasn't been anything like that. It's just we signed a kicker, and the writing could be on the wall. Just something to watch as we go into the offseason. Plenty of things to watch as we go into the offseason. Plenty of things to continue to build upon for the Colts as we've had a really strong start to the new league year. So you let me know your thoughts on everything down in the comment section. Love to hear from you guys. And again, hit that like button if you enjoy the content. Make sure you subscribe, have notifications on so you get notified whenever we drop any more content on this channel. Of course, appreciate you stopping by for another video. And as always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and go Colts.